Previously, Rentero's eyes cleared, and the surprise of finding a soulmate struck again. But this time it involved Hikari's mother. For her, this was a significant event because the last time she felt the sparks of love was 16 years ago with her daughter's father. Back then, the love was so strong that it blinded her. She didn't like that feeling, but when faced with it again, she gave in and asked Rentero to be her date. The story continues as Hikari stays lonely in her room, and Crane looks at Hikari's mother with surprise, wondering how she could say such things to her daughter's boyfriend. Looking at Rentero, Crane notices that he is also in love. Crane calls him crazy, reminding Rentero that the woman is his girlfriend's mother. Then, Hikari's mother claims it was just a joke, but Crane still finds it confusing. Crane decides to stick to her stance, saying that she won't approve of the relationship between Rentero and her daughter. Rentero insists he won't give up on Hikari, promising to make her happy. A lie detector appears, and Hikari's mother tells him to test his faithfulness with the machine. Depending on Rentero's love rate for Hikari, she wants him to stay away from her daughter's life. Rentero sees an opportunity to prove his feelings for Hikari are genuine, but asks Hikari's mother to prove the device is reliable first. She thinks Rentero's objection is reasonable, and puts Crane to the test, as it wouldn't be fair to test someone from her team. To begin the test, Hikari's mother asks about Crane's bra size. Despite Crane feeling uncomfortable, she answers truthfully that her bra size is B. However, the machine wrongly claims it's a lie. Angered, Crane smashes the machine, and it corrects itself, confirming she was telling the truth. Hikari's mother continues the test, asking if Crane loves Rentero. Crane screams, asking her to stop, but Hikari's mother insists it's a valid question since they are lovers. Rentero explains that Crane is a tsundere, and despite her naughty look, he thinks it makes her cuter. The test goes on, and Crane initially lies about her feelings. Disappointed, she decides to be more open, confessing her love for Rentero. The machine finally confirms the truth, and Rentero expresses his happiness, confirming his love for Crane using the machine. Hikari says Rentero has proven that the lie detector works. She insists that it's time for him to test his true feelings for Hikari. According to her, the trial will reveal Rentero's real character. The anime then shows a summarized scene of what will happen next. As expected, the machine confirms countless times that Rentero's feelings for Hikari are true. Upon hearing this, Hikari is in disbelief. She claims it's impossible for him to be faithful and love her daughter while also dating 5 others. At the same time, Rentero asks Hikari if she believes in his love now. Hikari states that the detector is just a machine, so she doesn't trust it 100%. Karen starts complaining about Hikari's skepticism, telling her not to bring up such nonsense. She mentions that Hikari sent her dignity down the drain just to test the machine. Additionally, Kine breaks the 4th wall, saying that Hikari couldn't do that after spending so many minutes in the anime. Kine suggests skipping the end of the episode to make up for lost time. Rentero advises against it, mentioning that the producers created a special ending for this episode with spoilers. One of the maids urgently informs Hikari that her daughter is about to throw herself out of the window. Karen grabs Hikari and warns everyone not to move, threatening to break Hikari's neck. Seeing this, Rentero is scared and urges everyone to obey Karen, as she is capable of carrying out her threat. Karen instructs Rentero to stop wasting time and go after Hikari so they can run away together. Rentero asks what she's going to do, and Karen expresses confidence that Rentero will come back to rescue her. She believes she can wait for him because she trusts Rentero. Rentero leaves the room, thanking Karen for her help. Hikari manages to slowly walk toward her daughter's room, despite Karen holding her. Karen is determined to stop Hikari at all costs, because if she can't prevent her from escaping, Rentero and Hikari won't be able to share a moment together like during the bouquet festival. Karen tightens her grip on Hikari, emphasizing the strength of their friendship. Meanwhile, 2 guards watch Hikari from the window, observing the threat of her throwing herself. Rentero finally arrives in Hikari's room, assuring her that everything is fine now because he's there to pick her up. Hikari finds it strange that he managed to get there, and Rentero explains that Karen is holding her mother, making it impossible for anyone to stop them from escaping. Hikari expresses concern that even if they both escape, they will need to keep running away forever. She doesn't want to live a life that ruins Rentero's life too, and considering these words, Rentero contemplates their situation. Rentero tells Hikari to stop the idea of throwing herself out of the window because it would ruin not only her life, but also his. He says he can't imagine living a life without her, and even if they have to live as fugitives, he'll be happy as long as she's with him. He reassures her of his love, expressing that he will always love her. In response, Hikari starts crying and confesses that she loves him too. She wishes to be with him forever. Rentaro instructs her to leave the balcony, but before she can move, fear overtakes her as the adrenaline drains from her body. Hikari becomes terrified of the height. To help her, Rentaro walks towards her to catch her. However, as she starts to fall, he catches her just in time to prevent anything worse from happening. Despite successfully catching her, he realizes that he won't be able to pull her back up due to her bad position near the window. Finally reaching her daughter's room, Hikari urges Rentaro to let go quickly to avoid both of them falling. However, Rentaro refuses and decides that they will fall together. He kicks the wall, changing the trajectory of their fall, and they land safely in a pool. Afterward, he hugs her and expresses relief that everything went well. Karen and Hikari go downstairs to check on things, and upon confirming that her friend is okay, Karen slaps Rentaro in the face. This is because she was very worried about his life. Hikari tells Rentaro that if they hadn't gotten out of the pool, both of them would be dead by now. She emphasizes again that his goal is to make her daughter happy, even if it means risking his life to do so. With this display of love, Hikari finally starts to believe in Rentaro's words. Hikari bows down and asks Rentaro to take care of her daughter. Seeing this, Rentaro understands that everything Hikari was doing was for the best of her daughter, even if it meant separating them and going against her own daughter's wishes. However, he believes that Hikari will live unhappily in these conditions. To change that, he promises to make both Hikari and her happy. Rentaro also expresses his desire for Hikari's mother to live the joyful life she once dreamed of. Hikari's mother then asks if that would be his answer to the statement she made before. Rentaro affirms, saying yes, and mentions that it would be an honor to date her too. Upon hearing this, Hikari is curious when her mother declared herself to him. Embarrassed and unsure of what to say, Hikari's mother simply hugs him. This brings an end to our episode. If you enjoyed it, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more anime recaps.